Amsterdam Kitchen. Join us live on Saturday mornings
from 10 till 12
on Broadcast Amsterdam.
Or catch up later.
It's all online.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the Amsterdam Kitchen, everybody. And also welcome Lizzie Garcia.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. I am so excited to be here today. I'm a big foodie, so this is the perfect slot for me, I think.
Yeah, we've been trying to get Lizzie onto the Broadcast Amsterdam radio station for quite a while, so this is great to have an opportunity. Yes. But shout out to our regular host, Gilly Carney, who's not feeling so well, so can't join us today.
Yes, thank you for letting me take over. Yes, I hope I do a good job.
Well, Gilly's lined up a very good guest for us who's coming, and her name is Aretha Waal, and she's from Surimams, and they are writers of a popular cookbook, not just one actually, they have a range of cookbooks on Surinam cuisine and more. Aretha's going to tell us all about that, because I don't know so much about Surinam cuisine.
I'm very interested to learn about it.
Yeah, and the connection as well with the Netherlands, having so much Surinam cuisine here.
Broadcast Amsterdam.
And welcome to the studio, Aretha Waal of Surimams.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us on the Amsterdam Kitchen radio show. Now, we've got loads of questions for you, and Lizzie's going to take it away.
Yeah, I think the first thing that I think everyone will want to know is, who are the Surimams? If you can give us a bit of backstory, just the whole history behind what you are.
I'll give you. And nice to meet you too. And thank you for having me in your show.
Thank you.
Now we are the Surimams. We are 3 sisters. I'm the youngest one. My other 2 sisters were called Moreen and Martha. I'm Aretha, also Aretha in English. We're 3 sisters. We were born in Amsterdam. Our parents come from Surinam. It's a country in the south of America, and it's a beautiful country. And our parents come from Surinam. My mother, she was our biggest inspiration. Unfortunately, she passed away 8 years ago, but we still have her recipes kept, and we get some recipes inside the book, the first book.
Okay, so the first book.
Yes.
So if we backtrack a little bit, so your mum was the main inspiration for your cooking, would you say?
Yes, certainly.
Yeah. And then how did that kind of lead to you guys grouping together and being like, okay, let's make a cookbook?
Okay, that's a very fun story, because we were at a party once years ago, and we met a man who was owner of a bookstore here in Amsterdam.
Okay.
Surimam, maybe you know it. And he is a big bookstore, and on the second floor you got cookbooks and also a kitchen where you can cook meals for the customers.
Yeah.
So they can taste all kind of...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, you have to try it sometimes. So he asked us if we want to cook some Suriname meals for the customers. Yeah. So we immediately said yes, of course. So that's why it started. And at the meal, we met literary agents, and she got in contact with publishers. So we met some published agencies. Yeah. And it's Leitung Seithoff, and they helped us to make these 3 books we made.
Oh, so you've got 3 of them?
Yes, 3. Wow. Yes. Okay. But it's a very it's very nice way to build it. Also, you have to. It's really a team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think working alongside your sisters must be such a nice thing, especially when it's got a really nice, family history, linked back to your mom. So it makes it so much more special. And I think you can tell when you buy a recipe book or listen to someone like yourself who has this passion for cooking because of their family history. So that's so nice to
It's very nice.
hear about.
We also love to cook together.
Yeah.
Some people don't, because they stand in the way. But we get our own role.
Okay, so it's very organised.
It's very organised, and it started when we were little in the kitchen with our mother. And she put me, I was 4 or 5 years on the kitchen table, and so I can see what she's doing, and that's why our inspiration of the food grows.
But it's a very big step, isn't it, to put the recipes and the techniques into writing. I read this funny Twitter thread about women and their mothers or grandparents, and asked for recipes, and she's like, there is no recipe, you just do this or this, and you feel it, and there are no measurements. They're just, and was that difficult at that stage?
Yes, also because Suriname food is a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you have to taste it a lot of times. But when we make this cookbook, we have to measure every second, because the people want to follow the steps. And they don't want to do something what was not inside the recipe. So they want to do it exactly the way it's written in the book. So it's very, very difficult for us in the beginning. But our publisher, they have a schedule, so we can. It's a guidance, so we can put exactly how many ounce or other measures we can do in the recipe.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. Good system.
Yeah.
So.
And typically the actual type of food that you're making? So what's the actual, what's the word? Not genre. You know
Cuisine.
What I mean? Cuisine,
Yeah,
that is the word.
Yeah, Suriname it's a big country. It's a country with a lot of cultures inside of it. You have eight different nationalities inside Suriname. So it's world food, Suriname, and it's yes, you get Chinese people, you get Indian people, yes, Creoles. So you get a little. It's a mix of all the cultures brought together.
Okay, that's
so
nice.
That's
fusion.
It's a real fusion, and you also already can read it in our book. But we are born in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, so we experience a little bit to make some Suriname food with Dutch food also. So that's nice to see that everybody can eat it. It's more than only roti, So
so that's I'm mostly familiar with roti, and so then the coconutty kind of floury pancakes, and then some rice dish and some nice meat stews, like with the nice flavors. I mainly taste that from Floor, who's on the corner of our road, who is a Surinam's afhaal, which means like a takeaway kitchen. So that's very popular. But yeah, is there more to Surinam's cuisine than roti? What else is there?
No, you also get the vegetables. It's the vegan is very popular with us. Because I don't want to eat so much meat, so I also use some the vegetables of the Surinam Kitchen are used to be bitter. You get sopropo. You don't know it looks like a cucumber, but it's got ribbons on the outside.
I saw a picture on your Instagram.
Okay,
of
yes.
This. How do you say it again?
Sopropo.
Sopropo.
Yeah. And you get also antrua. This is also vegetables. It looks like a green tomato, but it's very bitter, quite taste. But you have to learn to eat it. And when we make it, or our mother make it, it's very tasteful.
Yes.
Is it hard to find?
No, you can, especially in Amsterdam and big cities here, you can buy it in a tropical food market.
Okay, yeah.
Or at markets also, and online is also available. But the Surinam Kitchen, you have the vegetables. You have to use it fresh vegetables, and it's very hard to get it right in the winter.
Yeah, yes, I can imagine actually, especially with this weather.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But you should really try it sometimes. It's very good to taste it. Yes.
Podcast Amsterdam.
So we've been arranging some food for us. Talk us through what you've bought for us, Aretha.
Yes, I made some bread. It's a lunch recipe with bacalhau. It's a fish, bacalhau. Yeah, I don't know how it's in English, bacalhau.
I think we call it cod. I think bacalhau might be cod, or maybe not, but it's a white fish.
Bacalhau, yes, white fish. Yes, we do it with tomatoes and onions and a little bit of spices, and with sour. It's a cucumber with so it's for the freshness of the bread.
I have never seen this before. So is it something you'd eat for lunch or something?
Yes, for lunch, or just I also rather like it without a bread. But it's optional. So it's instead of meat, it's also good to eat.
And there's
fish.
a little bit of a kick to it, a little bit of spice.
Yes, a little
that
bit.
just-
Yes.
Yeah.
I put a little bit of Madame Jeanette inside of it. It's hot, but it's not.
It's perfect.
Yes, it's not too much.
And a sweetness too.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
a
like
little
the
bit.
sweetness.
The ketchup I use is a little bit sweet soya sauce, and that's why. And we also put some tomato inside of it for the color. You know.
Wow.
It's very good.
We're lost for words.
Okay, it's very nice to do it. Yes.
And is this one of your favourite things to prepare?
Yes, I make it often, and my son and my boyfriend they really liked it also.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yes.
I can imagine you being very good to live with, actually.
Yes.
It reminds to look at. It looks a bit like filet Americain,
Yes, but
it's not at all.
No. It's a little bit the color of it, but it's
And you were saying you do a lot of vegetarian and pescatarian
yes
focused dishes, isn't it?
Plant based also, and but I also brought with me a bara. It's an Hindustani food, and it's you can eat it with a mango chutney sauce or with the yellow spice pepper. So it's also good for you, but you can also fill it with pork or chicken. But I don't like it that much, so I do just butter.
Wow.
So it's.
And how do you actually make this one? As in the...
Okay, this is a real process.
Okay, does it look like...
Yes, so
a little overview.
Yeah, no, yes. My sister is the real queen to make it. Okay. So this is how she make it.
Her speciality.
Flour, yes, you have to bake it in oil. And then you have to you have to measure the flour very well.
Yeah.
You put inside the how do you call it, in Dutch it's very easy to say it.
I'm challenging
but
you
it's
with
the curcuma and the curry and just for the taste. But inside our book there are the recipes,
I'm sure.
also the ingredients. I can show you what exactly the recipe is.
Yeah,
And this sauce you got is a mango sauce on the side.
Mango chutney with curry and spice.
It's spicy.
Yeah, it's really, really spicy. Yes,
I'm going to dribble it on.
a little bit. You can use a little bit.
Oh
yes.
Aretha's face. She's like little.
Water. You got water here also.
Oh yeah, let me get some
Are you
water.
gonna need
You're
it?
right. Oh,
Okay.
should we try the ginger beer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, yes.
Aretha's
Using
also bought some
spoiled.
ginger.
I have to glasses.
Ginger. I love a fiery ginger beer.
Mm-hmm.
So do you?
Cold, but
You make your own ginger beer too?
yes. Also, it's my sister Moreen. She's very special to make this. It's very biologic.
Right.
And I put a little bit sprinkle inside of it, so you can try. Will you want first?
I wonder what the process is then to make ginger beer. Ginger and some carbonated water, or I guess some sugar.
It's water. There's ginger.
Oh, wow. I
it's-
sniffed it.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's ginger. It's honey. It's how do you call it? Citron, lemon.
Yeah.
And it's a real process also. So you have to use the real ginger.
Yeah.
And then you squeeze it and put it together.
That's
and then
amazing.
for a whole night you have to put it in a basket to get a flavor.
This is a very nice ginger beer.
Yes, I
It's
know,
the
really
blend.
nice.
I love the way she goes. Oh yes, I know.
Yes, it is.
It's our specialty. So
No, and it's really good for you, actually. You know, ginger's got so many health benefits,
it's
hasn't
very
it?
healthy, yes, especially when you've got a little bit of flu, not the corona, of course, but
No.
yeah, but a little bit of throat problems. So it's very good to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah,
and in Suriname, it's very common when it's a welcome drink. When some people visit you and it's and you don't see them time ago, and then you put some ginger beer, and then it's welcome. But it's not alcoholic in it. It's a non-alcoholic.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
It's nice to have that choice. So we also have the pastries. Remind me of the name of these pastries.
yes, it's bara. It's flowers. It's curcuma. You got I'm so with the Dutch meaning. I will look it up for you. And it's you put it in the flour, and then you can measure it to the size of it. You know, it's just like bread. You will make some bread, but it's not bread. It's a sort of yes.
It's quite thick as well, isn't it? Because it's like it's like a naan, but it's not.
Yeah, like an
It's very
Indian
filling.
naan bread.
It's filling, you know.
Yes, yeah.
But bigger and spongier. It's more
Yeah, that's
substantial than a naan bread. It's gorgeous the way you know. It's that satisfying bite and chewiness in your mouth.
I know.
Can imagine that if you were from Suriname or grew up on these, you would miss them if you could not get hold of them.
Yeah, Dutch food is not quite on this level. And what would you usually serve this?
Okay, it's a little bit party food, we call it, because you got them. You can make. I got some big ones, but you can also make them smaller.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's also for when you're throwing a party or something like that. And just like I said before, you can also fill it with chicken or other stuff inside of it. But for the real taste, I like it this way best, so you can really taste the
really good
the curcuma. Yes.
And I would imagine this being really nice with like a good curry or something. You know, just
a good curry is very essential to to use it. Yes.
I'm already addicted to these baras.
Oh yes.
Because you work out of Utrecht now, although you were born in Amsterdam.
Yes.
Where can I get hold of these in Amsterdam? Do you know?
In Amsterdam, there's a lot of places. So you know the Amsterdam Southeast.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. It's the Belmer. You get in the Belmer lots of stores where you can find these kind of food. And also the takeaways. And I've got one store, one shop in the middle of the shopping mall. It's very good and tasteful, and also they use fresh food to get it.
But maybe not as good as the Surimams.
No,
bara.
I don't know. Ours best, I think so.
Of course. I always feel a little bit ashamed about British food when I try stuff like this.
Okay, so some British stuff is also good too.
I don't know. This is
it's better.
You're showing us up.
Yes.
So, for those people new to Surinam's cuisine, and then you have the cookbooks, I suppose to leap right into the cookbooks, and they're in Dutch, I guess.
Yeah, they're Dutch. Our goal is to make a translation of the book in English and also in Spanish, because it's world food, you know. It's
exactly.
It's tropical. In every country you can get the ingredients also. So that's our next step.
Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I suppose one step before that, if people want to get ready for it, is to go out and try Surinam's cuisine in restaurants and cafes and afhals and stuff.
Yes.
Because you're not going to know if you get the recipe right if you haven't tasted the real thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. You have to, you have to test it with lots of stores and the restaurants also. But I'm still looking for a really good Suriname restaurant in the Netherlands.
Okay.
And they only got afhaal and little stores, but it's a very special cuisine also. So
there's your gap.
Yes, I know. So I think it's very nice when we have a real nice restaurant where you can also find these products.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, and not only the takeaways, but more specific the meals and the
sit-down meals. There's a different kind of cuisine that you might make for people if they're sitting down, and then also desserts.
And dessert,
Don't forget.
Yes. It's so maybe
is there desserts in the cooking book as well?
Sorry?
There is desserts in the cooking book.
Yes, also desserts.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got with the cocos also, and we got cakes. This is very various. Yes.
The pineapple upside down cake.
Pineapple. Yes, it's very nice. Yes, it's the pineapple. Yes, I just want to say ananas, but it's not the right translation. It's pineapples. So it's very nice to. It's hard work, but when you get it,
when you flip it,
it's very good. Yes. Yes, so I also make it as a treatment of my colleagues. So,
that's nice.
Yeah.
So the process of putting together the book, and selecting the recipes, did that take a long time, or was it just very much like, well, it's obvious we're going to put this in and this?
No, it's not so easy, but it's a real process. And just for example, the food. It's yes, the food is the photos,
and they're beautiful. The photos.
Yes, it's a real yes. We have to have the food photographer.
Yeah, that's hard actually. I think.
Yeah, I know. Yes, but she's really good at it. It's she called it. Janine, and she's made beautiful pictures of our food.
Yeah.
So but it takes about 3 or 4 weeks to make the photographs and to put it inside of it. Yes. Yeah. So it's a real it's real hard work. Yeah. But it's
worth it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
You must be so proud to see, all of your recipes there.
Yes, I know. And we got our first book. They now got the second druk of a proof. So it's most people has the first book in their houses. So that's good to know.
Because it got sold out, so they had to make a second.
Yes, the second edition.
Wow.
So it's very good,
that's
good
amazing.
for us.
It's really good,
and
really
and it is very special for us because it's about a timeline of our youth. Because my mother came from Surinam in the early 60s. They come. She wants to have the education to become a nurse in Amsterdam. So she go from Suriname with a boat for 3 weeks. The journey that takes to go to come to the Netherlands.
Wow.
And it's also written in our book. Wow. So it's a little bit of our history.
That's so nice.
Where it all started.
I can't wait for it to be available in English. Let's hope.
I know.
Yes, it's very nice to learn.
I would definitely be buying the Dutch version though. I think it's a good test for me.
Yeah,
I'll see if I can.
And also something to learn about the country of Suriname. It's 80% rainforest, so it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it must be.
Yes, it's very nice to meet sometimes. Yes.
Podcast Amsterdam.
We've been talking about the Surimams group and the books, but also this year there was a big celebration of Surinam's cuisine for Katie Coty. Can you tell everyone what that is for those who don't know?
Yes, it's called Kitty Kotti. It's the broken chains. It's the time of slavery, last century, and it's now a big. A very important day to celebrate this day. It's not so good history, of course, but the 1st of July we are making a meal for lots of people in Amsterdam, and we made hiri hiri. It's a meal where we make this bond to say no to slavery. So we cook it with lots of cooks here in Amsterdam, and they it's a big event. It's really good to see it every year. It's gonna be bigger and bigger, and so we make a hiri hiri meal, and it's very tasteful also.
Sounds very nice. I would like an invite to that.
Yes, yeah, it's also written in our book, but it's a very simple meal also.
Yeah. So in terms of the this food community that you have you found that it's got stronger and more connected because of because of COVID, for example?
Yes, most people are online also, and also our social media. We got lots of questions about the food and what are the alternatives. So you can try another recipe. So people get very inspired by us also, and we learn from each other also, and it's very good to see it.
Exactly,
and it's what I already said. It's a real fusion from other countries. countries also.
Yeah, and I think people like that.
Yes.
Definitely, it's something a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, no, and it's my mother make it like this, but you also get a grandma who make it another way. So it's all possible. The Surinam kitchen. Yes.
Yeah, and what I did want to ask you about is because I have an older sister. She's 2 years older than me, and I can't imagine us being very good in the kitchen together. Every day, but working together on it. I don't think we'd be very good at it. So how do you, keep that kind of like professional thing when you're working with your family? Yeah.
Yes, it's we do a lot of taste parties, so people taste our meals, and we got we get a row. So this is my eldest sister. She makes some soup,
okay,
and I did some cut work.
Yeah,
and the other is for the presentation. Okay, so everyone has his own role.
It's very divided.
Yeah, very divided. Yes, but sometimes we also get a little bit of a squirrel, but but that's human and it's in the nature, I think.
Yes, I think so.
But we will do it also with a lot of attention,
yes,
and love.
Yeah, that's so nice. And I feel like you probably have been doing it for so long together that you're just like operating as one kind of machine.
I know. It's one. When you got us, you see the three of us, So that's why. But it's the real meaning to make this book is to give it to the next generation also, because it's so it should be a pity if we forget the recipes.
Absolutely, and and if Suriname is quite far, so and for your children and your children's children, they may not necessarily be able to travel there and experience it there, but to keep it alive here.
Yes, that's the main purpose of our book. So it's very special for us also, and my son is also very proud of me and his aunts to make this.
I can imagine.
Yes.
So, what's been your highest point of working on?
Now maybe what I said before, to make a translation in different languages is a big
step
up, and also making your own products, to lift the Surinam kitchen on a higher level. Yeah. So everyone knows about it.
Yes. And, I've learning. So, and you bought some kind of vegetables, didn't you, from Suriname? Because I've been looking at your Instagram account and saying, what are these vegetables? And you do, I see them, I recognise them from shops that I've seen, but I think I don't know what I would do with them.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many, actually.
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
I love these. It's like a tomato, but they're like an unripe tomato.
Like an albino tomato.
Yeah, but with more of a kind of stalk. Oh, would you say the stalk is something different?
Gauss.
Oh, yeah, and then these really, really long. It's like a fine bean, but French bean, but really long.
Yeah,
like
it's a little bit more. You've got more bite than the normal ones.
Yes, these are super long.
Yeah, they are. They're quite wiggly.
Yes,
they're very strong. Yeah. But when you cut it, you have to cut it really short.
Okay.
And then you put it in your meal. Okay. And you cut the outside, just like, and then you can cut it.
And what are these extra long green bean things called?
Kousenband. They call kousenband. Yes. So it's like my braids.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, they're like.
Yes. So
they're very much like braids.
Yes. I really love it, and I live in Utrecht, and still nearby Utrecht, and they got a big Albert Heijn XL, and they also you can also buy it there.
I love them.
So that's
they're quite fun to just play with.
Yes, you can make plats with them.
Yes. You can do different, but it's very healthy.
I love it.
Yes, it's lovely
to play with it.
You can play with it, yes. And that's called amtrua. That's also very bitter, but it's you can make it sweeter if you like. But it's like green tomato. Yeah. Exactly. You have to cut it and then put it in your dishes with meal or without a meal,
Amtrua.
Amtrua, yes.
I bet it's got a nice firm texture.
Yeah. Firm, yes. And this is cassava. Maybe you know.
I've heard of cassava, but I have no idea what you would do with it.
Okay, so it's an earth fruit. It's a knol. How do?
Like a root vegetable. Is
Yes,
that what you
that's
call
right.
it? Yeah.
Yes, and then you rasp it. But when you eat it raw, it's poisonous. So you have to be careful without it. But she says you have to make it. You have to cook it, it's just like potato.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so cook it like a sweet potato.
Yes,
And is it
not raw?
Is it quite a sweet flavour or
A little bit,
a
a little sweet, yes. But in Africa, they also get it.
Yeah.
In Africa, they eat more this than potatoes.
Yeah, I think I have seen these before.
Okay, it's also called manioc or something. Or
Yeah.
They look amazing.
so just a few. Or here you got lots of more stuff, but it's too much to bring it with me. So
it's definitely be fun to
Yes.
try and cook something up
Yes.
with it,
You
because I
have
think
to-
I am a bit guilty of going into Albert Heijn being like, these are the vegetables I always get every week, and I should do a bit more.
Yes, you have to try it. Don't be afraid, and then you get your attention to it, and then just slice it and cut it into pieces, and just cook like a tomato.
Perfect. I will do that.
Yes, a tomato on a potato. Sorry.
Potato. Yeah. Amazing.
Cool. So if people want to know more about your book and about cuisine and just follow you, where can they go?
Where they go? They can go to our social medias on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Surimam Cooking or Surimams. So they can put a message on the side of it, and we respond immediately.
Yeah, well, the three of you at least. You'll get one of the sisters, or do you have anyone else in your team? You can get your kids involved.
Yes, my kid. Yeah, he's 9, but he loves to have to cook.
Loves to eat it.
He loves to eat it also, and my biggest sister's got 3 children and 4 grandchildren.
Wow,
So we got a lot of young people around us, and so they know already the Surinam kitchen, and I think it's very important to learn it for the little ones.
And I'm sure that you can give us some very good food recommendations for your hometown.
Yes, it's in Amsterdam.
Yes.
You mean? Yes.
Yes.
And like I said before, in the Zuidoost, in the Bijlmer, you got a lot of stores there. And you got on the Wiebouwstraat, the Café de Draver.
Okay,
It's a cafe, but you can also find some good food. And in Utrecht, I go not exactly Surinamese food, but real fusion. You can try the Street Food Club. It's a nice restaurant. It's for lots of different kind of food, Asian food inside of it. But also, you can also order some vegetables like this.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, thank you for those recommendations.
Yes, I hope you like it. But you got more, I think, but this is the one I just had here.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot to try.
Yes.
Well, thank you for coming in from Utrecht to joining us back in your birth town of Amsterdam, Aretha.
Thank you, and nice to be here.
Yes.
So, yes.
Sharing
so
the wonderful
nice.
food, those the barras.
I feel so lucky to have tried it. Honestly,
yes.
it's the best start to the weekend. Honestly.
Yeah, no, it's very good to hear. So I will give it to my sisters. It's very good and special.
good feedback from us, definitely.
Yes, okay.
And make sure to go and check out the cookbook, everyone, and follow the social medias and support them, and just keep giving back to the food community, because you give us so much.
Okay, no, there's no problem. We will do it right away, and keep doing good work also.
Yes,
for you.
exactly.
Yes.
So that's a reminder that Instagram particularly is at Surimams. And thank you again. Amsterdam Kitchen.
Broadcast Amsterdam, your local radio station, 24/7 and on demand. Or on broadcastamsterdam.nl.